Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a hopefully beautiful Saturday. Almost forgot which day it was. Not sure why. I forgot to set up my second monitor, so give me a second. All right. Cool. Yeah, the plan today is first of all get maybe some other music, because that one is a little bit not what I really want. I think I have one here marked, right? Yeah. Let's take that one. Good old classic. All right. Yeah. So, let me quickly check what we have done last time. I think we added Tracy, right? Was the biggest thing we did. Or like we added GPU profiling with Tracy. And I think that was yeah, that is mostly it. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I want to restructure how we create the terrain. And then once I've done that, we can go back to the live edit. But the restructuring shouldn't hopefully take too long, because it's basically just that currently we have one chunk, or like we have a list of chunks. Which we generate. I mean, maybe that's fine. Let me think again. I wanted to do something though here. Maybe not. Maybe it's fine like that. What do I want to do? I think I can remember again. Yeah, I wanted to change the compute path, how we subdivide one chunk basically. So basically what I would want to do is, because currently if I go to generate mesh paths, I think what I would want to do is reduce that. I mean, it's hard to say, right, without the performance capture. Probably. How bad that actually is. I guess we could Tracy it. Because shouldn't we already be... Yeah, we should. Properties, debug name. Create voxel grid. Or like fill. It's actually what it probably is. And then this is generate mesh. And with that, we should hopefully see it in Tracy. I'll move it to the second screen for now. I will bring it over once we have the trace. Because I would want to get some reference here. How slow that is. Or how, yeah, basically how slow it is, more or less. So, oh yeah, we need to connect. Sorry, I think that might have been heard. Okay, I think we have what we want. Although that's... Oh, that's create shader. Why is that so long? Damn. Not quite sure what that is. Never mind, it might be harder to find than I thought. I mean, I guess we could run it every frame again. Just so that we see how bad it is, I guess. So now in Tracy, no, not yet, right? But we can discard and reconnect. And if I now load the scene, we should see it. I mean, that's the weird part. It's why it's so slow. Is it system? But what are we loading there? Should I not see my... my thing here. I'm not even sure where is that system thing coming from. 35 milliseconds. It's like insane. Can I somehow put that there? Percent S. Okay. Oh, okay. Is it maybe trace? God damn it. Bar name. Zone named NC. Okay, I think. Isn't it done this? Okay, maybe not. Ah. Haha, yes. That should work, right? Please work. Reconnect. And then let's... What? Go here. It's so bizarre where it takes so long. It's like we wait on something in begin frame. It doesn't really make sense that we wait so long in present frame. The present loop is very slow. I mean, that kinda makes sense. Hold on, not really. That's very bizarre. Does that change if I present the red? If I just take that out, right? So end frame. Oh, god damn it. I think that is actually the end frame, right? Isn't it the end frame? Yeah. So wherever we call that. Wait, what is that? It's the present thread. Ah, it takes a Vulkan graphics API. Interesting. So let's not do that. Go here. And at the end, probably here, I don't know. And the percent index is probably our acquired buffer index. What? Wait. Ah, yeah, swap chain present. Ah, that's the frame count. Okay. Context, frame index. Is it like that? And this is no. That's the image index. Do I have that? Oh yeah, probably swap chain. Get acquired back buffer index, right? Why is that a... That's weird. Why would that be a reference? That's weird. Clear queue we don't need. And then this is on window resize. Yeah, oh, god damn it. Swap chain. Might work. Because I want to get rid of the present thread for a second. We probably should have that as a config value. So it's easier to switch. Huh? Okay, I know we probably run. I have no idea. Maybe not. Maybe not. Ah, we need to signal, right? Then signal percent. Probably that frame index. I'm not sure. Oh no, that's the absolute frame count, right? Probably. Okay, maybe not. I mean, maybe yes. I think it should be that, but I'm not sure. It's still very, very slow. It's bizarre. Very weird. That takes 8 seconds. Wait a second. No. Why would that be so slow? It's very weird. Not quite following why that would be so slow. But shouldn't it be marked? Shouldn't this dispatch be marked? So let's clear it again. I don't really care. I still would want to see what it is taking as a time, basically. Okay, yeah. Then shouldn't I be able to find that in my Tracy? Find zone. Why is that not shown? That's so bizarre. Because isn't that the whole thing? Or is it because it's a compute path? No, that's, I mean, I'm pushing it to the graphics queue, right? So it's very weird. But I mean, I guess we can assume it takes 1.6 or something like that. Which is probable. So my idea would be to change this now. And have basically terrain shader local size 1. Which should be fine. And then this dispatch is basically this resolution, right? Which is... yeah, that's fine, I think. And now we just need to change our shader. To have it like this. And I'm not sure, that is probably not everything yet. What? Where is that? Generate volume shader. Okay, well, that's fair. Okay. What? Oh, okay. How did I do that? Oh no. Alright, well, that didn't quite work how I would have imagined it. Are we clearing it again? I think so, right? Yeah, we do clear it, but let's see what the dispatch size is. What do we get out here? 64. So I think I want this to be 1 then, to be honest. Maybe. Actually, probably not. But let's see what gets out with that. Okay, absolutely nothing. Perfect. That's what I beautifully imagined. So let's actually do 8, but actually 4 by 4 by 4, right? Isn't that then calculator? Isn't that 64? Yeah. Although it's not the exact same 64 that we would imagine it to be, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. The question is, what's that resolution now, right? Let's do 16. I'm wondering what that resolution now is. I have a feeling that I might be doing this wrong, or like thinking about this wrong. Not quite sure. So in theory that's 16, right? But let's see what we have as the mesh here. Is that 16? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so that works. But the problem is that it seems like with 64 by 64, this kind of fails. And I'm not quite sure how we can maybe change that. Because I do think that if I change that again now, let me double check one thing quickly though. Is it here? Is it in projects? No, it's probably here. Okay, maybe it is here. Oh, it might actually be here. And then... is it that one or is it... no, it's I think this one. And then we have clustered Assign light clusters HLSL. Is it that? Exactly, so that one is a flat list here. Then I wonder how is that dispatched? I'm not sure where that is dispatched. We might be able, I think we have the project here, right? Don't I have that? Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's... Ah, is it here? No. Let's look for the shader, right? Copy full path. I don't know. Okay. Where is the dispatch? Find. Ah, it's an execute indirect. I see. Okay, okay, okay. Ah, that's interesting. So I guess we have that somewhere else, right? Update indirect arguments. Okay. Assets shaders. Update cluster indirect arguments. That's just a cluster count? But where does that get from? Cluster count read. Get count buffer. Find unique clusters. Okay, that's a little bit more convoluted. Let's rethink that. But even if, like, what does it do if it doesn't have 1,000? That's like the weird thing, right? Because can't it happen that we have not 1,000? was so weird. That's what I'm a little bit confused about. I mean, I do understand this, right? That we are dispatching it like that. That one I kinda understand. But can't it happen that we have not 1,000? I mean, I guess, right? Because then here... What is this group index? Okay, I mean, I guess, yeah, that is basically... If we don't have anything, then we don't do anything here. That's fair. So I guess we could do that, right? Could make a flat list here. A flat list here. One. And then the question is... No, I think that's fine then, right? The question only is the reading of the buffer correct here? Probably not, right? I mean, maybe it's still fine, right? Maybe it's still fine. Now we need to do the flat to 3D index, I guess. Which I think we have somewhere already. Probably in the light cluster stuff. But I guess we can just try to wing it, right? So the voxel index is actually just... probably the global invocation ID x. Right, because we launch it anyways in like each direction only once. Then this is really not that important. I mean, okay, no, it is actually. And then we do basically our UVAC 3 voxel 3D index is our voxel index here. Where UVAC 3, that is our voxel index, then voxel index divided by the width, which would be probably cell size. Is that correct? Is that correct? I'm not sure, maybe that's not even worth it what I'm doing here. Because it was already kinda okay. Maybe I just leave it. It's a bit of a premature optimization probably. But what I should definitely look at is why it's so slow when we do it every frame. I think with that we should be running again. It's very weird. Okay, maybe not. We did it again. Still not sure how I did that. Change. It's very weird. Okay. So with that we have what? What did I do? What have I broken? Shouldn't that be fine? What have I done? Oh no, okay, whatever. No idea what that was. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't do the initiator. Maybe I didn't save that one. Yeah. So that's basically 1-to-1. Hello, Captain Chica. How is it going? Alright, so let's see. Because while that is correct, we're not rendering it correctly, right? Because for some reason we offset them too much. Static? No, probably in the volume terrain system. No. Volume component or something like that. Or volume system? Maybe volume system. My brain is telling me it's chess time, I see. I haven't finished the logger, I guess. How hard can it be, right? Famous last words. Cell size 8. Isn't that wrong? Isn't it basically that I would want to do... Wait a second. Not that. Volume, terrain, component. Exactly, I would want to have the chunk size, I think, as the offset. Can I not get the volume terrain settings then here? Const volume terrain settings. Then this is not that, but actually just by the chunk size. And let's actually get rid of all of that. Do I really not need that? Will you convert it magically, automatically for me without complaining? That would be nice, but I somehow don't trust you. And then transform at 3 times equals chunk size. Okay. All right. Oh, well, and then we can get rid of that. And I think with that we have the plane done. It should now perfectly align, right? Okay, maybe not. What? What the hell? Generate... No. here. Is that really it? No. Okay, I mean, yeah. Why would that be the case? Where is the rest? Aren't you... Exactly, where are the other parts? Why would I need to scale it so much? Oh, wait. No, the idea would be that the chunk size is fine, right? We should shift it by the chunk size. Oh, wait. God damn it. I think I know what it is. God damn it. 1 divided by chunk size. Is it that? So that we get it back to the right scale. Is that what was the problem? Maybe, right? Yeah. Exactly. Because the stupid W component in matrices. Perfect. And now if we do 64, we have a bigger one. Perfect. If we do 640, we have a huge terrain. Perfect. So basically with that we can probably now do like whatever scale we want. And yeah, my far plane is not good enough for that. So I wanted to try a couple of things. Let's go while scene editor. Let's put our far plane very far away. So that is basically 32 kilometers now. Now we have basically this plane here, right? And that is basically our world now. Isn't it beautiful? We have a huge ass terrain. It's like gigantic. Can I move it? No, right? Yeah, that doesn't do anything. But yeah. Ah, beautiful anti-aliasing. We might need to add something here eventually. It's like disgusting. Then we have like this line in the horizon. Oh god, did I crash it? No, somehow. No, maybe I killed the resize of something because that looks busted. But yeah, that looks ugly. Alright, but I mean, that's pretty nice. We have a big, huge ass terrain. Let's take a... well, I can't take a sample here. I would want to see how that looks in RenderDoc. Just so that we do that as well. Terrain. Material, tree planar. And then let's create that one again. Very huge. Beautiful. And now let's take a sample. And that should basically give us a not so big, yeah, it's like manageable big, right? 98,000. Not quite sure why it's that. Shouldn't it have been the same size as always, but whatever. And then the mesh viewer, I mean, that's pretty dense. But not too dense, right? So I mean, actually it is kinda huge in the resolution because we have like 500 meters now. Oh wait, that's the chunk size. I'm stupid. We have like a huge word. That's actually not correct because we have 36 of those, so that's actually a huge word. Am I doing something wrong? Let me check. Not that I would know, but... What's the problem you get, or... Why do you have 2 times Pragma 1 in here, or is it just a copy-paste of multiple headers? Maybe, right? Probably. Oh yeah, it seems like it's multiple headers, yes, okay. What's the error you get, or like... Yeah, okay. No, I guess... Maybe, I don't know. Doesn't look too wrong. And this one. So you get an FMT format string with args. Constref. Where do we have a constref? Not in this sample, not that I would see. Ah. Oh, yes. Yeah, that makes sense. Although, shouldn't it be... Oh, okay, I mean, the location probably is wrong then, yeah. Although, shouldn't it be implicitly copied correctly? I don't know. Isn't there a copy constructor that takes that and does it correctly? I mean, it's still not nice maybe to copy it, but... Eh. I would have thought that the copy works. But maybe not. I guess not. I guess something goes wrong when you do the copy here. So probably we would want something like... Let's do 496. That's already as well. Calculator. 496 times 6. I mean, that's pretty much that. We could do 496 times 2. That times 6. Yeah, whatever. I can see the end of the word at least with that. Which is 496. Yeah. It's 24,000, so yeah, that should be somewhere there. How fast can I do the camera? Probably not fast enough to get actually there. Ah, but we are at 22,000, so yeah, it looks fine. All right. And then the resolution here is 496 divided by 64. So 64 meters? Well, actually, yeah, 64 meters is our resolution now, right? It's not that good, I would say. I'm not sure, can I go higher? I guess I can. How much is that now? And is my PC dying? I mean, it kinda died a little bit. But that's probably like now 32 resolution, right? Yeah. Which as well is not really what we want, but whatever. Yeah, we probably want smaller chunks, but more of them. And not a uniform grid as well. That's as well one thing that we most likely need to address. Nice, but we have light on the terrain. We have a spotlight here. Nice. The point light intensity, oh yeah, it's quite huge. Alright. Let me think before we continue. So probably we would want to center it instead of having it, because currently we go from 0, 0, x and y and z direction positive, right? But probably we want to center it around the 0, 0 point at least. So for that we would need to get the full dimension of our grid. So basically this dimension here. And then base that on... yeah, and then basically offset them based on those dimensions. We can do that already. Actually quite easily. By, yeah, doing that, but then half dimension is dimension divided by 2. And then we begin by with minus half, minus half, minus half. And then we go to half, half, half. For y, we stick with 1 for now. And then I hope that my... okay, yeah, that is an S16. Perfect. And that should already do it, right? With that we should be centered. Yep, perfect. So now if we increase that, let's do 64. Then we are already bigger. And then let's do here dimension. So basically terrain settings. Dimensions. Let's stick with 1 for now. And we do an STD min, an STD max of 1. Or that one. Because that should give us now, hopefully. What? Ah, it can't be a const expr anymore. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So with that, we should be able to now go here, put the material here. We have 1 block, hopefully. Okay, maybe not. Ah, because, yeah, whatever. So if we do 6, we should get them perfect. And now if we do... probably 100, then we are at 32,000, right? No, 3,200, never mind. Or? Yeah. But maybe that kills it now? Okay, that kills it. But why would that kill it? Oh, we have a huge amount of memory, never mind. How come that takes so much though? Is it because we scale it in all directions and it's like huge? Maybe. Maybe we need to do a balance, right? So make this probably 1048. And then let's do 6 again. And yeah, that looks not so bad. And I guess we can go maybe a little bit higher than that. Yeah. I mean, that is basically 10,000, right? So that's already quite good. Yep, beautiful. All right. The next thing would be making it editable again, but maybe I want to fix this first. So why is that not showing the material? Why we can't force deduction of templated functions? I mean, it already deduces quite a lot, right? But I guess if it doesn't work by the compiler, then the issue was not copy construct, but call the templated function. What? Like those or what? Like one of those. Fascinating. But don't you need to split that here? I mean, that was what kind of confused me. Don't you need to do a dot 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 here to tell it that it's multiple? I can actually edit it. Don't you need to do that to expand them? Or is it just because of that it kind of makes it magically already? Because I thought you would need to expand them here. But maybe not. Oh, okay. Yep. Makes sense, yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay. How am I doing that actually? I think I take a string, right? Am I not? Yeah, I take it like this, right? And I have like those unfortunate macros, which I'm not a big fan of, but yeah. That's interesting. So you wrap your log arguments for the log formatting, right, inside the template args. Okay. I can see that. My logger expects to get a message already, basically, or actually no, never mind, I have it with the macros, right? I forward them and then call a format here. And I give it the formatted message already. Which might be a little bit... I don't really like that in hindsight, but it was the best I could come up with back then. Because I think it would be nice if you have access to the arguments. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. And this is, it would as well be nice. Maybe I rethink that in the future, but for now the logger is fine. And it does what it needs to do, but it would be maybe nice to have the arguments that you pass as actual objects. Because if we would ever add a logger that wants to log to a database, we probably want those as columns, right? Or something like that. So maybe that actually would be kind of nice to have. But what can you do? So there's two things, right, actually at play that I kind of didn't do yet. Let me actually note that down. So terrain system. We have the terrain settings and runtime chunk component. Define the max extents of the word. Defines the max size per chunk. And defines the resolution of each chunk. So that would be that, right? But then we need another thing here, which is for the runtime. We need to define the basically the bounds or like the extents of visible chunks. Format string args ref. Just pass args twice, compiler will strip second usage if not used. Yeah. I think. And the idea would be... Wait, does that make actually sense? Yeah, I mean it does kinda. But we need to reduce the density quite a lot. So let's... How much memory are we currently using? 12 gigs. Where are we using 12 gigs? God damn it. Are we using less memory now? Doesn't look like it. But can I make it now 100? 100? Probably not. It probably crashes again. Yeah. I wonder why I get so much CPU usage though. Why would... Yeah. I think so too, but you would have to test it. Let's actually make that way smaller. And maybe not that small. Yeah, let's make that for now. That will break for sure. But I'm wondering, where am I allocating so much memory? And then let's do here again 1024. And then we do here 8. And then we do the 3 planar. And then this doesn't work. Perfect. Oh, because we didn't define a size yet. Cool. That's a nice crash. Oh, is it because we write outside of the bounds now? Or something like that. Okay, but then this is actually garbage. It doesn't matter. We can bring back our normal present stuff. Alright, and then volume terrain system. Let's do that. That should be enough, right? For that size. So we do 1024, we do 8 here, and then we do 1. Okay, and I think that worked. Oh yeah, that worked. Perfect. But we still have 3 gigs. How? And where? Okay, I need to debug that. That sounds very fishy. Let's do a profile attach. That sounds very weird. Some memory usage. Take snapshot. Not right now. Sorry, I want to get some stuff done. Uh, 1024, 8, and then let's do 3. And now we have like this huge increase. And I am not sure where that comes from. Because in my mind, we shouldn't be allocating anything on the CPU for this use case. At least. That was my assumption. Why is it? Why did that not work? Or what the hell? Did I do the wrong thing again? No, it should be working. Oh, okay, we have it. Never mind. I was just not showing it. Okay. So where do we have those allocations? Please show me. Can I change this to not be in bytes? But okay, calculator. Why do we have so many new frame buffer? What? Where do we even create them? I thought we don't create frame buffers anymore. What? Oh, we do. But I mean, they are empty. Hold on. Why would we get new frame buffers here? What? Why would we even get so many new frame buffers? Okay, let's actually put a breakpoint there. Let's start it first. Are we still calling this all the time? Holy, okay. Oh, that's bad. Why would that not match? Why would that not match? I mean, that's definitely a problem. Is it because my... Oh, that's probably garbage, right? Oh, it's hash equals other hash. But shouldn't that then be... Oh, god damn it. Let's move that here for now. Does that fix it? That would not be how we would want to do it anyways, but... Does that fix it is the first question. In my theory, and in my naive assumption, it should fix it. I mean, that's anyways a bug that we did that. Okay. What? No, is it because it's a temp? Can't I do that? Is it FNV and 1? I mean, isn't that the one we want to call? Well, it's this and then U64, right? It's this. Right? Isn't that how it should be? Okay. Perfect. Not so perfect. But we're not calling it anymore. That's the good part. Maybe we need to pass in that as well. Okay, well, Maybe it's that. Okay. Kinda. At least we're not doing that anymore. Why is it flickering like that though? Is it because we need to serialize our color targets? But I think we don't have them, right? We don't have a hash function for that. Yeah, no. So what we need to do is for each that might help. Okay. How come? Why would we have a color target that's empty? Can you tell me that? I would want to get to the bottom of that as well. Okay, yeah, that fixed it. Are we now generating every time a new one? No, perfect. So now the cache has 28. That looks reasonable. I don't think that was a reason why we had an issue here. 124, and then this is 8, and then let's do 3 here, and we still have a huge chunk, right? Yeah. Do we still have it open? Yes. Okay, but I mean that fixes this part. It's probably as well this thing, right? Yeah. Yeah. So let's do actually a new capture. Because that fixed quite something. But yeah, I'm getting slowly hungry, so we might not do it that much longer. But let's see. Because I had a horrible night as well. I had like problems with my stomach during the night. So I didn't sleep very well. So not as fit as I would want to be. Okay, I mean that this already jumps to a gig is kind of sus, but I don't really mind. Because it probably loads the shader and stuff like that, I don't know. So we take the snapshot and then we continue. Okay, good. And then we do a triplanar here, take this to 1024, take that to 8, and then we do 3 here, and then we take another snapshot. Alright, stop collection. And yeah, I will probably rest a little bit today. We will be back tomorrow. Hopefully if I have a better night today. And yeah, I will try to evaluate a little bit how we create the chunks. That's weird. Hold on, how much memory are we using? Oh, we're not running anymore. Because that doesn't look like we increased that much. I have a feeling again. But why would you be allocating memory here? Wait, what? What? Hold on, what? God damn it, where is my... Oh, here. In bytes. So 90,000 divided by 1024 is kilobytes. I mean, that's not that much then, never mind. I mean, it's still actually quite a lot, but... Not quite sure why it would be like that. Okay, but even that doesn't make new allocation count. I mean, that is by far the biggest size diff, right? Which is probably fine. But the weird thing is, it says that we are using so much memory, but I don't think we are. Or are we? I mean, here we are as well, not... It says we are using 800 megs, right? But we are in reality only taking 250. So maybe Visual Studio is a little bit lying here? Yeah, we are not using that much, okay. Why would you say that we are using 3.6 max if we are not using 3.6 max? Like not max gigabytes. Can I see the used GPU? Select columns. Can I see the GPU usage? Because I think dedicated is just how much it has, how much it can use basically at the current time, not how much it is actually using. Couldn't it be that huge allocations happened and then freed? I mean, maybe, but shouldn't Visual Studio show that? Kinda. I mean, the weird thing is Visual Studio still claims it's that big. Because usually it would go down, but maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I think we are leaking though. Looking at that, it looks like we are leaking slightly somewhere. Because we keep growing. Although I think that might be again... That might be the stupid profiling again. Let me double check that. Because that's something I found out with Tracy. Which is something very fun. Or I think it leaks. Hello, Capuche. Welcome, welcome. What? I already got rid of that. Please, stop. Visual Studio, please. Hello. Thank you. And retry now. Nope. All right. So let's see. We do the same setup again. 1024, 8, and then triplanar. And then we do 3. Perfect. And now are we leaking? I will take a quick break. I will get some water. While we... Yeah, we are still... I'm still thinking it might be still Tracy because there's other parts of Tracy that run now still, but maybe not. I will definitely note that down in my beautiful to do wherever I have that. Here? Oh yeah. For that we will disable Tracy, because I investigated once already and Tracy is kinda garbage, not gonna lie in that sense. Let's see, are we actually tracking stuff? Yeah, we do, see. So that might be the thing. Let me kill Tracy altogether. So we do this away. Basically we kill all of those. We just don't do anything. And then we take a quick break. Well, I will take a quick break, get some water, and then we do another 30 minutes or so of stream today. As I said, I'm quite tired because of a bad night. Then we will be back tomorrow. And then tomorrow we will actually start with a terrain editing again. We have it right, but it's only on one chunk, and now we have more chunks. So we need to change our ray trace, or like basically our ray trace into the scene to take all the chunks into account for a hit instead of just one. Material 1024, 8. And then let's do that. And let's see. It's still there, but it's way less. But it's still there. I would actually... I can't rest with that. Let's do a profile. Are we already leaking here? Yeah, we do. Okay. So then we can just take a capture here. We don't need to load the scene. All right, and then we take another one. And we take another one. And one last, and then we can compare a little bit. Alright, so stop collection. Okay, I mean, it's interesting. But yeah, whatever. New allocation. 10 new allocations. Something in begin frame? That's fascinating. Oh, that's Tracy. I hate you, Tracy. See, Tracy is still doing some stuff that allocates memory. Now we do something inside Vulkan, which I'm not sure if I can do anything about that. That's weird. I mean, that's the only thing that got bigger, right? Task Manager provides the working set, how much memory you use. Visual Studio Profiler shows the total virtual memory used for storage and not shared. I see. Okay. Well. I'm not quite sure what I should do with this information here in terms of the VK stuff, why that would show up as a new allocation. Is it maybe... No. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would need to probably Google that as well, if that's something people know about. I mean, that's Tracy, that's fine, that I can understand a little bit. But all those Vulkan cores... I'm not sure why we would allocate new memory here. It's kinda weird. We stopped it. Alright, I will get some water and then we do a little bit more work on the terrain. Maybe I look at the edit already today. Yeah, be right back. Let me just get the be right back up there. Good. See you in a minute. Alright. I think actually starting for half an hour the edit is probably not worth it. So what we will do is actually I wanted to, and then I got sidetracked by the memory leak. I wanted to verify yeah, where my asset name goes, because the material component should show that, but it doesn't. Here, material component. Shouldn't you show? Shouldn't you show the asset meta name? Shouldn't you trigger here? Okay, yeah, you trigger. But the name is empty or what? Huh, okay, well that is sad. What? Why is that a 0 terminator right away? What? Stem? Will return triplanar, yeah. Get name will return triplanar. But is that maybe... Oh, why is it a string reference? Oh, wait a second. Oh my god, that's so stupid. Do I really need to do a string here just because that stupid file path is meh, to say the least? I don't have a word for it, I just have a weird sound for it. Yeah, it is. Oh, it would be so nice if you could get a string view on a file path. Is that something they add in C++ 26? Let me please have something. I guess not, right? Because why would you have that? Why would they not add that actually? That would be so nice. I mean, see, there is a proposal for it. Or, I don't know. The question mark is kind of weird. Never mind, I guess. But yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't support that, right? I think it should be possible to do. In my naive way of thinking. Can we maybe just... Maybe in the asset metadata we don't store the path? Maybe we actually just store a string? And then stem, can I see how stem is implemented? Sometimes Visual Studio, sometimes file system shows how an implementation can look like. But probably not. I guess it goes for... Stem is .bar. Alright. Oh, but stem is maybe not what I want actually, or? Oh no, actually. Returns the substring from the beginning of file name up to and not including the last period. Okay. Yeah, do I really want to implement that myself? I guess for now we just have to live with that fact that we have to do that. Yeah. Very unfortunate. Why did we... Oh, because we want to get rid of the dot of the extension, yeah. Okay, makes sense. So with that, I think we have the triplanar text there, right? That it works because it's not a temporary anymore and we have the string. Which is unfortunate, not gonna lie. Yeah, I think with that we will call it a day. I don't think starting something new will make it that much better today. And tomorrow we will do the live edit. Bring that back. But it's pretty nice that we have now a more or less dynamic sized terrain. There is still a couple of issues that I would need to address. Oh yeah, perfect. But the thing is, we still allocate a shit ton of memory, or if I do 2 here. Yeah, see, that's the weird part, because if I make that bigger, am I not? Yeah. And I'm not quite sure why we do that. Oh no, wait, no, that was wrong. Was garbage what I just said. Never mind. Let's go to terrain. Volume terrain system. Or yeah, volume terrain system. And let's push that to 21 again. Does that make it that we use more memory? Which wouldn't make sense because we shouldn't allocate that on the GPU. On the CPU. I mean, it doesn't look like it makes a big difference. It's kind of weird that we jumped here. How much memory are we using? Actually, not that much. I will have that up on the second monitor. Okay. I see. Yeah, I think we run out of GPU memory actually with the dimensions that I have, which kind of makes sense. Because at that resolution... Oh yeah, well actually, yeah, that is a garbage thing to do. Wait, what's the... What's the resolution here? Oh, because we're still allocating so much memory, right? think that's the problem. Because our vertex buffer is the same size still. How much is our vertex buffer actually in size here? 1344. Okay. So then I guess what we can do is make this 1500, right? Because then we can see how far we can scale it basically. 8. Why does that fail? Oh, my headset complained that it has no. I am not sure why that would fail. That should have worked. Right, because the pipeline resource. I'll probably you and count, you and offset, well, instance, I think. And then you and something else. And something else. Yeah. 1344, that should be fine. But somehow it's not. Which is kind of weird. Or is it... is it like this cluster here? It might be that. But I will dig into that tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining me today. Sorry for the short stream, but as I said, I had a horrible night because I think I ate something bad or something like that. Like, so yeah, we will see each other tomorrow again, and then we will add, as I said, the terrain edit again, which we currently have commented out. Why is my terrain panel here? So we bring that back and yeah, basically do the raycast again and then change our mesh based on whatever we do here basically. And then probably the next step, I mean, I have the list right of next steps. Not sure if we go right away with brushes then next to add different brushes, because currently in this version we only have a sphere brush. Or I take another look at adding the octree to this whole thing, because currently we have a uniform grid, which is a big problem because that eats up a lot of memory on the GPU, which we probably don't need, because we don't need a uniform grid. All right. Yep. Thank you very much. Have a nice rest of your Saturday, and see you tomorrow at, yeah, probably 2:30, maybe 3. I have some guests over for lunch tomorrow, but it should be fine to be at 2:30 already. Basically that they're left already at 2:30. All right. Let's see. Do we raid someone? Probably. Let's try and see. Is someone here that we follow? Oh yeah, let's raid Sedesho. It's always nice what he's doing. All right. See you tomorrow. Have a nice rest of your Saturday. Bye bye.